right, what we got here today is a 1965 GTO, which is interesting about this car is really, it is a California car. However, I bought it from a guy up the road, literally about 2-3 miles from here, which is amazing. After looking for about 2 years for a GTO, I found it right here, just up the road from Cars and Coffee. It's just, unbelievable. When we bought it, the motor was a little bit down. I drove it for about 2 years until the motor said, I've had enough. We pulled the motor, had it built in a race shop in California, bigger heads and cam, but kept the original tri-power on it. It runs fantastic. They decided to put a turbo 204R tranny in it with overdrive, and it cruises and runs cool all day long. We lowered the car a little bit, put lowering springs on it, put fatter tires on the back. I have to say, the best part about bringing it over here to the show is I have all these guys that help me fix this car. The carburetor has issues every now and then, but when I do, I talk to these guys like Jim over here, and the carburetor's fixed. But the car runs unbelievable. It actually made 400 on the dyno. So it is fun to drive. It sounds good. We put a 3-inch Flowmaster exhaust on it, and it's got some 3-inch headers on it also at the collector. But it is just fun to drive. We run it here all year long. It runs nice and cool in the heat. Well, that is a great question. I've always loved the styling of a 65, and like a lot of people, I consider this to be one of the first muscle cars that were built. 64, 65 GTO. I think this is like at least in my opinion, there's a couple of cars that where the bloodline starts for the muscle car. I'm a huge GM guy. Everything I have in my garage is GM. I think it kind of started from this car. I think when you open the hood, the tri-power is just sexy. I think I have some LS cars, but unlike the LS, I think this motor is a good-looking motor, and the sound from this motor when all 3 carburetors hit is unbelievable. It's like one of the best sounds from a car, and the rumble from that 389 Pontiac, it's just, every car has its like characteristic sound. I think this GTO, when it's running and hitting and all, it's a beautiful music. I love it. All right. Well, thank you very much for having me on today. We'll see you next week. And then Tom, we miss you. This car is lonely without your blue GTO sitting right next to mine. It misses its friend. Hopefully we can see it again. Y'all have a good day.